Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today we're going to be going over some previously unreleased LEGO Ninjago Season 5 Possession concept artwork, and this is featuring 5 villain characters it seems, so we're going to be going over all of these within this video, and this artwork was shared by Ninjago over on Twitter, so be sure to go give him a follow. I'll link him down below at the top of the description of the video, so thanks so much to him for sharing this. I didn't have too much time today to sort of focus on making a video, so I thought this could kind of be a fun topic to just sort of talk about, share my thoughts and opinions on these designs here, and kind of just wager in on whether or not I think they could be used at some point in the future for Ninjago, because of course these were more so intended for Season 5, which was quite a while ago at this point. So let's get straight into it here, begin going through all of them, and we're going to start that right now. So here we go. So you can see we'll go from top left all the way to the bottom right, and we start off here with honestly one of my favorite designs that they created here. It's a big figure of sorts with like 4 arms as well, which is absolutely crazy. I love how they were able to pull this off here, and I think it honestly looks amazing, so kudos to them. I think that just looks absolutely fantastic. I'm really digging the design quite a bit with this guy. I think he looks so cool with his color scheme as well, of course rocking a color scheme that isn't too dissimilar from what we actually wound up getting with the ghosts in Season 5, but I really just think it looks fantastic here, and you can even kind of see how it's semi-translucent as well, like through the legs, for example. So I love how they were able to capture that within the artwork here. It's so detailed as well, considering this is just concept art. They really did an absolutely amazing job here, and it almost kind of gives off vibes of kind of like reminding me of like Kilo as well from, of course, Season 8 and 9, I suppose, as well, from like Sons of Garmadon and things like that. So it definitely gives me vibes of that. It probably has to do with him being a big figure right here, but it also just kind of gives off a little bit of Oni vibes as well. It's definitely a lot of cool things sort of combined into this, and I definitely do like it quite a bit, and especially that face as well. There's so much expression in that, and imagine getting this as a minifigure. It would have been absolutely insane, or a big figure I suppose, but it would have been absolutely crazy, and I don't know if we'll ever get a 4-arm big figure. I mean, I can't even imagine how crazy that would be, so definitely something that I would love to see in the future at some point. But then if we move over right here, you can see we have this other character here who seems to be a little bit more toned down with the buffness right here, but a cool character, almost kind of like a ninja, I would sort of say, is kind of what I'm taking away from this design here, kind of with like a kabuki mask, I suppose. I don't know if that's kind of what it's meant to be, but some sort of like traditional mask here, which honestly would have looked so cool. And kind of my theories about these designs is that it was probably going to be too difficult for LEGO to kind of make completely new molds for a lot of the pieces for these characters, especially that big figure, for example. Of course, that would have been extremely challenging to craft an entirely new mold and then only use it once, potentially just for this one season of Ninjago. So I can see why for a few of these, why they didn't wind up going with these designs, because they're almost too creative, I would say, and too out there, but I absolutely love it. It's so cool to look at it. I love the fan as well here with the blades on the edges. This hair looks amazing. It looks so crazy as well, and I just love that mask. I think it looks so great. The actual torso and the legs look pretty nice. Probably the most manageable parts of this figure, I would say, here to actually create for LEGO. And then the actual katana back there looks fantastic. Her little like sort of fabric coming off the side. She has some little shoes on as well. So just looking amazing. I really do love this design quite a bit. I also love the earrings as well. Those look amazing. So really great design here. Definitely very unique. And I like seeing a female character here as well, or what I'm assuming is a female character, but she looks amazing. So definitely really digging that design quite a bit. And then if we move downwards here, I suppose I said we were going to go from this side here. So we'll start with this guy right here. And he looks great as well. This kind of gives me, honestly, a little bit of vibes. I know this might sound really weird, but like from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know why. It just kind of makes me think of that a little bit. These figures just in general just kind of have that darker vibe to them. And I know TMNT isn't exactly like always like the darkest series or anything, but it definitely has some darker tones in it. And this kind of just makes me think of that for some reason. I can't really explain it, but this character looks amazing. I really do love the look of this one. He looks so mysterious as well, especially the face there, or more so faceless basically, because you could just see two green glowing eyes right here. And imagine if these figures got made and they wound up being glow in the dark. That would just be absolutely crazy. So I would have loved to have seen that. The lantern here looks really fantastic. They definitely have a very traditional sort of look and style to them, so I do like that quite a bit as well. And then we can just see some more detail here. The same shoes there as the previous character. I like how they all have a sort of running theme to them, so they can all look like a sort of team as well at the same time. So definitely really great, and I do like this as well. The sort of cloak going around him, his like scythe of sorts, or not really a scythe, more of like a staff I suppose, but it looks really fantastic also, and even looks like it's possessed itself, so that is really amazing as well. And then if we move over right here, you can see right in the middle here we have almost like, I would say, like a spider ghost of sorts, kind of like a spider queen, kind of similar, almost like, not similar exactly in design, but a similar sort of concept to like the Spider Queen from Monkey Kid. I don't know a lot about that character as I haven't really followed that series as closely, but this definitely kind of gives me similar sort of vibes to that character, of course, with some pretty big differences here, but still kind of the concept at its core, other than the ghost part, kind of reminds me of it. So I do like this one a lot. That headpiece there, that is so complex looking. It is absolutely crazy. I love the face as well. It looks so menacing. That's one thing they were able to pull off really well here, is definitely the menacing and darker sort of look to all of these characters. They really look evil, because I felt like in actual like season 5 some of the ghost characters came off as a little bit more comedic than maybe I would have preferred. I understand why they did that, of course. It just fits more with the tone of Ninjago, and of course there were darker moments in the actual like season as well, just specifically for possession, but definitely they have a little bit more of a comedic vibe to them. But these people, they do not seem like they are comedic of any sort, in any sort of way, and I love this piece as well. This is so cool also. Definitely the torso looks really nice, very detailed, one of the most detailed ones I would argue, and then the actual like spider arms around the sides here look so great as well. So just another stellar design, and I love as well how in the illustrations here they all have like the ghostly green energy coming off of the sides of them. That is definitely a really cool and unique detail, so I like that quite a bit as well. And then if we move over here, we have the final character. We'll actually touch on these quickly. They're almost like just floating like ninja masks. They at least will remind me of ninja masks, and that is so cool. They seem like characters on their own, which is really awesome. One of them's even holding a lamp right here in like what I would call its hand, I suppose, and those are such a cool idea. I definitely really love that, and how it's almost just kind of like a possessed sort of item, so it's not like an actual person or character. Almost it seems like more of just a hood that's been possessed, so definitely very cool there as well. A really unique concept there that I do like quite a bit. And then if we come over here, we have like a skeleton ghost here, which is also so cool. I really do like this one. I would say the actual like mask on this character definitely looks the most like what we actually wound up getting for season 5, and those characters like Gultar, ones like that, so it definitely, I feel like, matches the most with those characters. Or maybe not Gultar, he might not have had a mask, but whatever of the actual like ghosts had the masks definitely reminds me of that. Even Moro, for example, like when he's wearing his, especially when he's possessing Lloyd, I would say. So definitely just some familiar things you can kind of see where they were kind of like growing their ideas here and then bridging off of this to create what we wound up getting as the finalized designs. But this one's great. I love that there's no legs as well, just floating here, using the cape as well to stand, so you can tell they kind of were keeping things in mind here for actual physical Lego designs, because of course you can't just have a floating minifigure, you would have to have something holding it up, and they, as you can see, thought of that in the actual concept art here, so it's so cool to be seeing that. There are just some really amazing designs here. I love every single one of these. They look absolutely phenomenal, and I'm really curious to hear your thoughts about these. This is why I kind of want to dive more into the concept art side of Ninjago as well, especially in the downtime when there aren't as many Ninjago topics that are like running rampant at the moment. It's nice to kind of touch on these things that may go unnoticed most of the time, and I'm always happy to share amazing artwork like this as well. Unfortunately, I don't know the specific artist who drew this piece, but I do know that Ninja Whip shared it on Twitter, so I'll be sure to link him down below as well, as I said at the beginning of the video. And then if eventually I find a source of who actually drew this on the Ninjago team, it could have been Tommy Andreasen, but I'm not too sure, honestly. So if I do find that out, I'll be sure to give credit for that as well and update the description, or if anybody knows, let me know. But it is awesome. Definitely some of the coolest artwork I've seen from Ninjago. And let me know as well, actually, a big question: do you prefer these designs over what we actually wound up getting in season 5? Honestly, I can say they both have their pros to them, so I'm still happy with what we wound up getting, but I can't say that I don't miss that we didn't get some of these, especially like the big figure. Some of the characters here just have such cool looking molds that I would have loved to have seen physically in Lego and just within the context of the show as well. So definitely some cool stuff here, but thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to leave a like down below if you did enjoy the video. That would be highly appreciated. Also subscribe as well if you would like to check out some of my other Lego content. That would also be appreciated. So just thank you so much. I'll see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.